Hi everybody, this is Book Looms from Instagram, and today we will be making another version of Evil Queen Regina from the TV show Once Upon a Time. Today I will be using my Rainbow Loom hook, and I also encourage that you get another hook just to hold all of the pieces while we're working on the loom. Today I will be using Rainbow Loom bands. I will be using the Simplicity black bands for Regina's hair, the jelly purple bands for her dress, and then just some regular black bands for Regina's dress as well. And I also have some skin tone bands for her face. And I will be using 2 small pony beads for the eyes, and you could either use a bead or a red band for her apple. So, please gather your supplies and let's begin. So let's start by making Regina's bun, which we are going to make on our hook. So we are going to start by using single bands. So I'm going to take 1 single band, wrap it around the hook 4 times, and I'm going to push that to the side of the hook. Now I'm going to take another single band, wrap it around 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Then I'm going to put these 2 together like this. And now we are going to be using 2 bands at a time. So I have 2 bands. I'm going to stretch them. And then I'm going to put both of these over. So I have one on. And now I have both on. So I'm just going to put this side on the hook. So now we can stretch this out like this, and we are going to continue working on the bun. So now once again we're taking 2 bands at a time, and we're going to push them over these 2 bands. Like this. And now we're going to repeat this once more. Over these 2 bands. And now what we can do is stretch this out. And this would be the top of Regina's hair. And all we need to do now is take 2 more bands and push all of these through. So then we have something that looks like this, and you can just stretch it out, and this is Regina's hair. So if we were to lay this here, it would look like this. So now you can get your extra hook, but you know what, since this is on my hook, I'll just use this one as the extra hook. So you would transfer this over to the other hook. And then this would be your hook that you would use for looping. So now what we are going to do is we are going to make the arms. And we are going to use our Rainbow Loom for this. So when we make the arms, we are going to take 1 purple band and 1 black band at a time. And we are going to lay them on our loom. And it doesn't really matter which one goes up first, like if you put a purple band or a black band first. I'm just doing it at random. So we're going to go to 3, 4, and then our 5th one is going to be 2 skin tone bands. And then we're going to take another skin tone band and we're going to wrap it around 4 times. And that'll be our capping band. So on the other side, we're going to make another arm. So once again, the double purple and black bands. Then our fifth one is 2 skin tone bands. Take a single skin tone, wrap it around 4 times. And now we are going to loop. So we're going to reach in past this capping band, grab the bottom 2 bands, and loop forward. So reach in, grab the bottom 2 bands, and loop forward. And you can kind of see the cool purple and black pattern that's starting to take form. And I think it's cool when you mix up the colors. Just so then, like, everything on her dress doesn't look exactly the same. So now I'm going to take my holding hook. I'm going to take the arms off the loom and give them a little stretch. Okay, so I'm going to use another hook as a holding hook just because that one's getting filled up. And we are going to be making Regina's neck extensions next. The next thing we will do is make the neck extension. So we are going to be using our hook and our bands. So we're going to take a single band and wrap it around 4 times and push it to the end of our hook. Now we're going to take a purple band and a black band, so 2 bands, and we're going to push this band over. Now we're going to take a purple band and a black band again, and we're going to string it through these 2 bands. And we're going to do this one more time. So we have something that looks like this now. And we are going to take a black band and a purple band. And pull everything through. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this off of our hook and we're just going to twist it around. So this side is first. So now we're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to take a band and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Purple and black band. Pull over. Purple and black band again. Pull these 2 over. And once more. Pull these 2 over. And now we're going to take purple and black again. And we are going to take this set of bands and pull them over. So now we should have something that looks kind of like a heart. And we are going to take purple and black bands again. And this time we are going to pull both of these little pieces over. And this makes up one of Regina's neck extensions. So please pause the video, and I am going to make a caption that will say where to rewind to, like what time in the video to rewind to, and you will make another neck extension, and I will see you when you get back. Okay, so we just have to do 2 more things before we can start laying bands on our loom. We are going to make Regina's apple, and then we are going to make her dress extensions. So let's take a red band, wrap it around 4 times. Now just take a single green band. Push all of these bands there. And then you can just make a slip knot. So this can be our apple. So now what we can do is make our dress extensions. Just going to get some more bands out. So we can, this is kind of like the arms. We're going to take a purple and a black, 2 at a time, and lay them down on our loom. And we are going to go down 5 times. And if you have watched my Princess Anna video, this is kind of like the same thing. Because we are making the dress extension 5 bands long, or 5 sets of bands long. Whoops. So 5 sets. And then you can either use a purple or a black band as your capping band. I think today I'll use purple. And I'm going to wrap these around 3 times. Now I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to loop forwards. So I'm going to reach in. Oops. And then we can take our holding hook and take everything off. And as you can tell, I have 2 hooks, soon to be 3, of parts for the doll. So it probably would have been better of me to use a longer hook just to put everything on. So I will write that at the beginning of the video. So now we're just going to take the dress extension off. Take the dress extension off again. And here are the dress extensions. And now we can start laying bands on our loom. So what I am doing is I am moving my loom into the rectangular configuration so we can start laying our bands on the loom. So let's start with our skin tone bands. We are using double bands. So we're always using 2 bands at a time from now on. Here. And now we are going to start with our double purple and black bands. So we can lay 2 from here to here. Two from here to here. Actually, you know what? 2 here. And then 2 here. So now we're going to go on our diagonal again. And now 2 here. So now we're going to place 2 here. Place 2 here. And place 2 here. And now we are going to go over on the diagonal here. Over on a diagonal here. And right here. So now what we are going to do is we are going to lay the rest of the bands for the dress. So we are going to go down 5 times. So this would be our second one. Three, 4, and 5. And then in the center, so we would go 1, 2, and then we're going to do the same on this side. Oops. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take 2 black bands going this way, two black bands going this way, and then a single black band, and we're going to wrap this around 4 times. 2, oops, let's just start over. 1, oh no, I'm going to pick a different band. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just do 3. So now let's start putting the add-ons on Regina. So let's put our neck extensions on first. So we have them on our hook. I'm going to take them off of the loom with my fingers. So I'm going to divide them up. So 2 bands are going this way and 2 bands are going this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm placing one set of the bands there and one set of the bands there. And usually what I do is I just put it over this peg. So now I'm doing the same exact thing if you didn't catch that the first time. I have all 4 on my hook. I'm taking 2 bands going this way and 2 bands going this way. And now I'm going to put 2 sets of bands here and 2 sets of bands there. Okay, but for now I won't put tension on them. I'm just going to put them there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the arms, and I'm going to put one arm here. You can just give it a little tug. And another arm here. And then what we are going to do is we are going to take our dress extensions and we are going to place one on the right side and one on the left. So let's lay our capping bands. So I think I'm going to use the purple bands as capping bands for this one. So I'm going to take my purple band, twist it around my hook, and stretch it all the way across. Purple band, twist it around my hook, and stretch it all the way across. And then I am going to be using one of each for the bottom. We are going to be using double bands for our cap band. So we're just going to push this down. We're going to put 2 bands going across, 2 bands going across, 2 bands going across, 2 bands going across here, two bands here, and then we've already done this one. So now we are ready to loop. Okay, so let's start looping. So we have our capped band here, so we are going to reach in underneath it, grab the top 2 bands, and pull them out to the left. Now we're going to reach in and pull these out to the right. Now we're going to reach in the middle, pull these to the center, and we're just going to loop up. So now we'll loop up here. And loop here. And what we are going to do is we are going to pull back this extension, reach in underneath it, pull back, and pull these 2 bands to the center. And the same thing on this side. And now we can take these two bands, pull them into the center, and now here what we will do is we're just going to reach back, pull these here, pull these this way, pull these here again, and pull these here. Okay, so now we can continue to loop. So we're going to go into the center here. This band will go forward. This band will go forwards, to the side, to the side, this one will go forward, and this one will go forwards. And now we're just going to pull these over just so we can see what we're doing. We're going to pull these up, pull these to the side, pull to the side, forwards, and now we can pull the arms into the center, and we are reaching in underneath our extension so it gets locked into place. And then what we will do is we will loop this forwards, and this forwards, and there is Regina's body. So now we can carefully take our doll off of the loom. And then when you get about to here, you are going to want to take your spare hook and go like this. And here is Regina's body. Okay, so let's start making Regina's face, which is the last thing that we have to do to complete our project. So please move your loom, if you didn't do it already, into the staggered position. So once again, we will be using double black bands. So we're going to place 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So now we are going to be taking double skin tone bands, double bands here, And then double bands here. Okay, so now it is time to put the eyes on. So what I have done is strung 2 little pony beads onto a single band. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to put this here, separate the eyes, and then a really cool trick I learned from our Loom's Creations is that you can take this band and pull it over and it will look nice. Okay, so now it is time to put the hair extension on. And this might be a little bit tricky. So what I suggest you do is take the hair extension and place it in between your fingers like this. And have the side with the little bump on the top on the left side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the right side and place it on the peg and remove my finger. And then I have my left side and I'm going to twist this over and place it on the same peg. And this way, this kind of gives the hair the more like regal appearance like she has in the picture. You just gotta kind of play with it. So now what we can do is we can take the body off of the loom. And I know that I had a question from somebody. They were very nice. They asked, which side usually goes up on your figures? Now, if you might notice that when we take the doll off the loom, this side is the side that once we take it off the loom, this is what it looks like. But what I always do is I always turn it around and use the other side because I think that looks better. And what we are going to do is we are going to take this off of our hook and we are going to place the dress here. And now we are going to start to loop forwards. And now, this band goes to the left. This band goes to the left, and these two go to the left. Okay. Okay, so now we need a band that will hold everything together. So I'm going to take another one of the black bands. I'm going to pull my hook through everything. Then I'm going to take the black band and I'm going to pull it here. And I'm going to make a slip knot. And we can hide that later. And we're making sure that this has covered everything. So now we can carefully take our doll off the loom. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to give the doll the appearance that Regina is holding the apple. So we are going to have to tie the hands together. And this is only if you want. You can leave your doll like this. You don't even have to add the apple. So we're going to reach in through here. Then we are going to take the capping bands. Going to reach in through here. And we're going to take a skin color band. And now let's make a slip knot. And don't worry, we are going to make this disappear. So we made the slip knot. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, take this band that's remaining, that's sticking out, and pull it through the stomach. So then you won't even see it. And then what we can do, since we've done this, is we can go in above this. We can pull the apple through. And now it looks like she is holding the apple. So then another thing we're going to do is we are going to tie the dress extensions together. I'm going to tie the dress to the dress extensions. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go in here. And now we have one. And now we have the other. So I believe that we are done. So thank you guys so much for making Regina with me today. If you have an Instagram, please share her with me on Instagram. You can tag me in a post, you can direct message it to me, whatever you like. But if you make her, I will repost her for you if you would like. And I would love to repost it because I would love to see your variation on the doll. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I post new videos every Sunday. So if you would like, please subscribe. Thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye.